Hello, this is the TradeSite US Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 8th of April, 2020. Hope you had a good trading day. We certainly did here. We had a winner in Forex. We had some great stock picks. Markets gapped up and did not get above the pressure threshold. That was the high. I'll show you that in a minute. And then headed lower. So it was a clean gap up and fill, not as big of a gap as the prior day. And it's a lot easier to trade those types of scenarios. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. You can see the spike up and back today and the fail there. Let's go through the major daily charts. Then we'll look at the intraday action. Then we'll talk about what's coming up on Wednesday. So crude oil back down $1.79 to 24.29. Gold down $12.40 after sweeping the highs. S&P cash ends up losing 4.27 after being in the green most of the day after the gap up. NASDAQ 100 also green most of the day, but closes down 32.35. The SOX down 7.5. All these topping candles does not look good. Biotech's down 66.33, almost an engulfing bearish candle on top of it after the gap up session the prior day. Russell 2000 strangely closes almost exactly even. This thing can't get off the mat. The VIX up $1.46, which is not a big deal considering it sold off as much as it did. We're down to the static trend line of the VIX there, right around 40, which is always interesting. 40 is a key level on the VIX, so for us to have a static trend line there and find support there is interesting. Trend closes at 1.10. NASDAQ volume 4 billion shares. That's back up. So again, we get a down day, we get the volume back up in the market. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 409. Advanced decline ratio on the New York plus 1285. Google loses 63 cents after being up higher, just like everything in the markets. Closes, most of the big stuff closed red after being up higher. Apple down $3.04. Netflix down $7.68. That's still holding near the highs, though, of course. Amazon up 14.01, so it did close green. Tesla up 29.21. Good day for Tesla. Facebook up $3.28. Goldman Sachs gains $7.79, which is interesting. Almost had a 13 buy signal here a couple days ago. Didn't quite get there. We'll still get one if we get back down near the lows, though, so that'll be interesting to watch. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down to $1.76, and the Dow is literally down 26 points, which is a complete waste of time. 5-minute chart of the ES. So again, you can see on Monday we had gapped up, pushed higher. Most of the rest of the day was pretty flat and meandering. It didn't provide us with a lot of opportunities. The range for the day was, until that last two candles after the close, was really not as good as today's range, where we gapped up and sold off and then came back near the highs and then spent the whole afternoon selling all the way back off to close red for the session. NASDAQ, obviously pretty much the same thing. So, the suckers rally has sucked everybody in, and now we're heading back down. Potentially we've got gaps to fill below. Wouldn't it be interesting if this week we head all the way back and fill that Friday gap? That'll take all the air out of everyone who thought that the market was in good shape for whatever reason on Monday. NASDAQ, or in terms of economic data, crude oil at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 30-year bond auction at 1, and the minutes from the last Fed meeting come out at some point in time. We still have the weekly initial and continuing jobless claim numbers and CPI and federal budget balance ahead later in the week. We'll talk about that tomorrow night. So again, I would love to see a little gap up here, not as big on Wednesday, and have the opportunity to short into that. And I think that gives us the roll that we're looking for to take us back down. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken the trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Wednesday.